Welcome to Turn to Your Neighbor. This is the Christian Talk Show where we talk about music, movies, the church, social media, and a whole lot more. My name is Cliff. This is Tamika.
Happy New Year, neighbors.
And this is Big Dre.
Yeah, what up? What up? Neighbors! Dude, that was a strong one to come in for the new year. That was
Hello. Welcome 2021. Welcome. 2021. Welcome. We've been waiting for you.
Starting off with some of the same drama.
Oh no, Rocky.
Hey, Georgia, keep us right, Georgia. Are polls in yet? No. Okay,
Rocky,
keep
right now.
Georgia.
What's up to all the neighbors out there? Happy New Year to all y'all. Thanks for hanging with us. Whether you're watching us live or those you catching us on demand, we appreciate you hanging with us today, tonight, this afternoon, this evening, whenever you're listening and watching. We appreciate y'all for hanging with us. Neighbors, do me a favor right now. Please share. Let other people know that we are here. We would like them to join us. Share, like something, do both, do one of them, do something. Come on, help us out, neighbors.
Yeah,
do something.
That was just the most convincing.
Brother,
I got some rants this week. We're not going to start off the top.
Oh, wow. Multiple.
Yeah, I got some things to say because some of y'all been out here acting real different over the holiday season. And I got something I need to get off my not different. You know what? We're gonna say it. Go ahead.
People have upset you.
This is my goal for this show in the new year, to actually get through Cliff's show. I'm gonna try to fall in line and do what we're supposed to do.
It's all right. I have adjusted.
No, brother.
I have adjusted for the new norm. It's all right. No, I've worked less hard. It's for the new.
That's the adjustment, right? Cliff is like, I got y'all. I'm just gonna prepare less.
Not
there
going
you
in
go, Cliff.
Not going in the show with 5 more stories in the queue. That's all right.
That's right. That's right.
It's all good. It's all good. All right, y'all. So, you got no long monologues to begin with, so we could get started. Unless you.
Man, I see people getting stupid in the neighborhoods of the hood already. They saying things. They talk about the Philly coach. This is not a sportscast. We are here to talk about. Hey, wait. Let me start off.
We can talk about the Philly coach then. Go ahead.
Let me start off real quick. I want to say hello to any new neighbors who may be joining us for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Us as a collective trio had the opportunity to reach out to a different audience over the Watch Night service timeline. And so some folks have been asking questions. I didn't know why I got that deep with the way I broke that down.
You want to say what we did?
Yeah. So we hosted a Watch Night service virtual night service for our church, for the church that Tamika and I attend currently. And yeah, it was very cool. It went very well. Cliff EP'd the whole thing. I don't think we ended up doing anything that was going to be on church milk. And so I think that was great. And
no, it went really well.
It did.
It went really well. It magically, but not magically, by the grace of God, it had good, healthy doses of, truly spirit-filled testimonies and just a dash of our foolishness. And when you bring all of that together, it's a beautiful thing. So I was just pleased with how everything went, and I've been getting really good feedback about it too. So yes, welcome. Those new.
And let me tell you,
wow,
what you saw there is not what we do here.
Oh no.
But hey, stay as long as you want. We love to have you.
Hey, we got out of that service without embarrassing the pastor, so I call it a win.
Yes, that's right.
That was the goal, really.
We saved it for
today. And
no, I'm just kidding. We're not going to embarrass any.
If any of those pastors are on, please just sign off now. It's just a lot easier. I don't want to talk about it later. Okay.
Don't sign off.
They asked what I showed, like we tried to tell them it was different.
We talked.
Like, we should watch out. I was like, it's different.
Tamika went into a behind the scenes production meeting and she gave the greatest line. What did she say? It was like, it's just something with. It's a lot less spiritual, a lot more jokes.
Yeah, I said it's a lot more humor, a lot less Holy Ghost.
Okay,
pre-production neighbors, we didn't know how this was going to turn out because we knew that some people were familiar with the neighborhood, some people less familiar with the neighborhood. And in one of those meetings, it looked like it was trying to get super, speaking in tongues, full Holy Ghost watch night, prophetic voices. And I was like,
pull back.
This, I don't know how our jokes are going to marry with this, but you know what? It all came together.
Right.
So, yeah.
Let me say this real quick. Mac asked in the where was the neighborhood invite? Mac, let me tell you, I made an executive decision on that one. I very purposely, intentionally said, do not tell the neighbors about this because I have to work with some of these people moving forward and live amongst them. It wasn't, Mac, I love you, baby. It wasn't that type of show. But we actually had some of the neighbors did find out what was happening.
Yes.
And they specifically asked where was Mac at. I had
yes, they did
ask where was Mac at. So Mac, you were missed, but you were not invited.
Yeah, you know how it is. You don't want to introduce your church friends to your ratchet friends.
Exactly. That was exactly it.
Yeah.
I got church friends and I got these friends over here, and neither between the two mix.
If you want to go watch it, y'all can go to the Unity Church of Jesus Christ Facebook page. Search on YouTube. You want to go watch it? Check it out. There you go.
That's all I had, brother. I'm good. But yes, hello to the new neighbors. Is Trey ashamed of us? Let's not. You know what?
Not all of y'all.
No, there we go. Thank you. Not everybody.
Not all of you.
Richard, you haven't done anything to embarrass me, man. Mac wasn't invited. not to that venue. I can't trust Mac wasn't going to cuss in the comments. Like my pastor was there, the first lady was there. I couldn't trust that he wasn't going to cuss in the comments. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, it was like elders. It was multiple pastors on there.
Mac,
it was a lot.
At that time of night, Mac was 2 or 3 brown drinks in at celebrating the new year. I couldn't risk that. Bro.
Exactly.
But I love you though, family. I love you though.
Yeah, I will say I stayed up and did the countdown on Central Time because I missed the countdown. I like the countdown. So I stayed up and did the Central Time countdown.
I'm not that committed.
And I enjoyed it.
Hey, and we were better than some other people that were doing virtual shows.
Much better.
I ain't gonna name no names. Don.
Talking about Don Lemon?
He's so dry.
Dry. And Don's mom was 2 or 3 drinks in by the time they put her on the air as well. That was special, but we're not going to get into that.
They're usually like him and the woman that he's on with, I don't know her name. They're usually sauced which is the white official term, because they usually are broadcasting from New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
And like a bar, and it's all the way live. But they had on like this silk pajama thing, and homegirl had it wasn't very holy.
It was a thing.
It was an interesting way to start the new year.
Yeah, it was. But I did hijack the show after all. I apologize.
It's all good. Like I said, I have it built in now. So I mean, this is a good segue because this first story is exactly why we told the pastors, hey, y'all might not want to check out the show on the regular.
We'll let you know.
This pastor right here, she's a former pastor, and she has now left pastoring and decided to become a stripper / life coach. Her name is Nicole Mitchell, and she used to pastor in Ohio, but about 3 years ago, now she lives in California. Homegirl charges $15 a month for a subscription on OnlyFans.
Well, there you go.
In case some of the neighbors were interested.
No, Cliff.
And she made listen. Homegirl's out here making $100,000 a month.
Oh, not a month.
Stripping and life coaching. I'm not sure which. I'm not sure how the breakdown is, like what her revenue breakdown is. But yeah, so
now when you say she was pastoring,
yeah, man,
you mean head pastoring?
It doesn't say exactly.
What looks like a podium from my, elementary school music class.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Hey, every church can't afford the nice little glass podium. Like, see, y'all Y'all uppity. Every church can't afford the big wood or the nice
They got wood, everything.
glass podium.
It looks pretty woody and traditional around her.
But let's touch upon something real quick, because we know, Tamika, you hit upon something. It's a great topic. You know that depending upon your pastoral level, you're not allowed the main podium.
Right.
So she may not have been like the head pastor,
right?
Because it does look like that church has a good solid main podium. She's at the side podium.
But this picture could have been from a different service. So like the weeknight service or something. This could be from a meeting or something. It may not be. It could be rehearsal.
Right.
It may not be like Sunday service she's preaching. It may be something else.
And how does one go about the career path of stripper life coach?
All you need
those two things don't usually go together. But
I don't know if doing them together or doing them separately. It just says, even her own Instagram says she's a stripper / life coach. So
usually / means the two things are similar or they are complementary. Right? She doesn't know the correct use of a /.
I'm not gonna even ask about the research that Clip did to find out where IG says. So I'm gonna just
the article brings me to the article.
I'm not asking. It's cool. But hey, I actually have an answer for Tamika's question, because no, we're not gonna. You ain't gonna get me in trouble today, because the question you asked about how does one make that transition. Sometimes someone may be providing more than just the dance, but a listening ear as well. And so it's like, especially like in the bar. Never mind. Okay, we're gonna be quiet. I'm gonna sit down.
And life coaches have to, and I know because I used to do life coaching. In life coaching,
right,
you are supposed to have a life that is inspirational and motivating to others. And usually that does not include having to take your clothes off for money.
$100,000 a year can $100,000
very inspirational.
A lot of people.
But that's not inspirational, because a lot of people can make more money, probably not $100,000 a month. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty impressive. That's impressive. But we're also in quarantine and all that. I don't know that she'll be, making all that money once things open back up. But I will, because people will want to go to the actual club. Maybe people will be on OnlyFans less.
Before there was quarantine, there was sites.
You're free.
A site that ends in up, but hey, the advertiser's still advertising on it. People are going to keep paying her, because you get hooked. There is some dudes that is hooked to Sister Nicole. So
and she making $100K a month. You darn right. Somebody
she cultivated a serious.
There are a group of probably male and female, who enjoy the services that Sister Nicole is offering. So they're gonna keep paying, quarantine or not. They're gonna keep paying.
Hey, somebody get Pastor Hampton up there on the screen there.
100K, rethink it.
I want to know. I want to know what his OnlyFans name would be.
Pastor Hampton said 100K, rethinking the ministry plan. Psych, he's just joking.
Hey, there's a market for the big boys out there.
And you don't have to take off your clothes on OnlyFans. You can do all kinds of weird stuff. Like you could like eat pizza.
You could like and read the Bible, read scripture.
Yeah, you could get like your pulpit or your robe involved. Like basically, people start requesting things. I read an article about this. Okay. But as I understand it, it's a lot of it is. I mean, anything can be erotic, but a lot of it is not actual porn, what you would think of as a pornographic act. A lot of it, I mean, it could be anything.
And hello and goodbye to our new viewers from the church.
Yo, people are like, well, the picture alone, they'll probably think clicked on the wrong thing.
Cliff is up to his old tricks. Cliff, I didn't even get it in because I was too shocked. Cliff, what are we doing? What are we? Just 2021. We're gonna start strong. What are we doing, Glenn?
And the thing is, I couldn't remember if we had talked about this before because this scenario sounds familiar.
Well, remember you played the other clip that had the dudes that became they were having group love for Jesus.
Christian swingers.
Yeah, Christian swingers.
Yeah.
So this is all very much along the same line.
For Jesus.
That sounded bad.
Hey, well, there is a real hookers for Jesus. We talked about that before.
Okay, we see.
There is a hooker.
You said that really loudly.
It's the truth. They do real shit. Hookers for Jesus out there doing real ministry.
Yo, we are going to hell so early.
I'm not going to touch that one. I don't know.
2021. Let's keep moving.
I wonder if she's still tithing that 100K a month. Like,
I'd like to talk about this. Let's talk.
Even though she's not pastoring, is she still her relationship with the Lord is still intact?
We condemn people for the things they do and the way they make the money. But if we know actively, I know what you do to make your money. Are you going to say, I don't want your tithe check?
No, nobody's going to say that.
Thank you. Okay, just wondering. Want to put that out there. Is that a hypocritical stance?
The church don't ask you.
The church
don't ask you where you get your money from.
Nobody knows how anybody makes their money.
The church don't ask where you get your money from. They just make sure they're just happy you paid it.
And even if the cops ask, it's protected under it's privileged information.
Right.
So nobody, it's a don't ask, don't tell situation when it comes to where the tithe come from.
Hey man, it's just things that make me wonder. But she would be tithing to herself. Wow.
The Lord makes it rain on the righteous and the unrighteous.
So
and
she
I'm not calling her unrighteous, but
she had a falling out with her.
That was good. Did you hear her? That was funny.
What happened?
The Lord makes it rain
on the righteous and
oh, we're starting out strong. Okay, let's go. This is going to get us a meeting.
Well, I just wanted to add, she had a falling out with her old church because
she did.
Because her when she would preach and she would mention her mixed race heritage and her bisexuality, they edited her sermons.
She mixed with what?
In her sermon, she would mention being mixed race and bisexual, and they would edit that out of her sermons. I'm guessing she might have to submit her sermons ahead of time, so they edit that out. So that's when things started going south between her and her.
This is a Lifetime movie, isn't it?
Yes, it is. There's so much happening here.
This is very layered. So she got upset with her church before, and then that's why she left and said, "Forget it, I'm going with Plan B."
I guess. I guess it was probably always in her heart, but then when that happened, it just gave her the door to open to just.
That was the last time.
Her dreams on the pole.
All right. Well,
God, give me just 3 signs. You know how people ask for that when you know the Lord is telling you to do something. That was the 3rd sign.
Yep.
When they edited her sermon. No, I have a message to share with the world. To OnlyFans I go.
Pastor Anthony said they told her to stop wearing pants, and she did.
I can't. What are we doing today? Is this how we starting off 2021?
All right, so we gonna move on.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, look, at least I boxed off for you because I know how you
gave me a little bit more box play.
I was gonna say I would have appreciated a second box.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all can't be. Even though if I take the box off, there's nothing to see there, but still.
Okay, it's cool.
That would have been better than.
Hey, I tried.
The lower box. I mean, she's pretty clean.
I know how squeamy. Yeah, I know how squeamy she get.
Okay, let's go. Yes.
All right, I want you to check out this video. I guess this is what happens. This next video is what happens when you get a little too excited for New Year. You're not paying attention to what's going on. Watch this.
I dare you to break out into a dance right where you are. People are so
So this brother, the preacher was exhorting the people to praise him, and this brother just comes on the screen and just dances and gets up to the podium and knocks over the floral arrangement that's in front of the podium. Like he just wasn't.
He's doing a backwards running man. He misses the monitor, but he clips the side of the stage that butts out, and he takes out the two vases and something else along the way.
This is why you don't dim the lights.
Yeah.
Not that he would have seen anyways.
That had
He
nothing to do with the lights.
backwards, so he was just doing the most. I love that they were like, bruh.
Come get him.
You messing up the video. Like we gotta get the stage right.
Yeah, we gotta get the presence right.
They stepped in quick with that.
There's a couple levels here. First of all, can you get Donna Abdul's last comment on the screen? Because that is very true. Well, that is very true.
Donna says the flower committee is hot.
The flower committee was hot. They put that arrangement together special for on tonight.
Hello.
It was ruined that quickly. Let's talk about a couple things here. First of all, that's security. The brother that came and picked him up, and that brother was ready. And so the way they were positioned, stuff like this has happened there before. Like this is that type of church service because too many people came in from too many angles too quickly to not have been appropriately positioned and prepared. Because 1, 2, and then I think there's a third that comes in somewhere. Yep, they were ready. They were ready. Just a hot mess.
It doesn't look like this church has uniformed ushers, but anybody who's an usher, you know when the wild dancer gets up, you got to be ready.
Oh,
I feel like he's one of the, and this is going to sound super judgy, but whatever.
Let's go.
I'm a church girl, so I don't mean to sound judgy, but he looks like a newer saint. And you know how sometimes newer saints get really excited, and I love that. But, you know, those of us who have been coming to a church for a while, we're sort of used to the atmosphere. But sometimes newer saints are like, oh my goodness, because this is their first time encountering the Holy Spirit. And it's just, you know, they can hardly contain it. I feel like he might be a newer saint. But what this makes me think is this is one of those sort of a more contemporary church structure. The contemporary church structure in terms of the design here, the architectural design is not conducive to the old school Holy Ghost. Right. I mean, look at this. This isn't safe to be running.
Watch where he going.
It's not safe
because in the old school church, where he hit right there, that's the offering.
It would have been a thing, though. It would have been
do this in remembrance of me table.
Yeah.
I love decoration going until we take it off for the offering.
There would have been more space, I feel like, because you know the old school pulpits used to have more of a platform.
Yes. I love the path that Tamika took us on to get us there. Like, and unfortunately, I completely followed her and I understood everything she said, and I agree. And so I don't know if that makes me as bad as her, but yes, I do believe that was a newer saint. Now, there are some saints who, no matter how seasoned they are just wild worshipers.
Exactly.
True.
The wildest thing I've ever seen, because I've seen people roll on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people walk on pews. The wildest thing I ever saw was someone, while in the midst of a Holy Ghost shout, put a hole in the wall with their body. In the front of the building, put a full-on hole in the wall with their body. I can call the person's name right now. I love that brother to this day. But
please describe this. So did they punch a hole in the wall? Did they, you said with their body?
With their, okay, see.
What was going on with those walls though, Dre?
Okay, well, it was a solid drywall. Okay, I'm gonna say it. It was a bigger brother. It was a bigger brother, and he had built up a head of steam. Because he had come from one side of the church to the other. Like he had built up a head of steam across the front. And yeah, he hit that sucker hard. And he put a hole in the wall with his body. He
ran into the wall?
Yeah, he ran into the wall.
Did he pay for it?
I've never seen it.
We named everybody's moves.
Did the brother pay for the hole?
No. Student at the time, he wasn't, or graduate student. He really wasn't gonna have the money. He did more of a whirly bird in his praise You know, arms out and hitting around, and he was going around, and he hit that wall, and bam.
So nobody was gonna. I'm so confused right now. I can't imagine this happening. So you said it's at the front of the church,
the very front of the church.
So nobody was like, "Gosh, he's getting awfully close to that wall."
Well, he had. Okay, let's cover a few things. First of all, he's pushing about 250 or plus, but he had built up some good speed. You're not gonna get in front of that.
Okay.
You weren't getting in front of that.
So we need to expand the nurse's toolkit to include a lasso.
Exactly. And nobody's getting in front of that. And we had been going there for several years. And so we've seen him be exuberant before, but on this particular day, he just couldn't apply the brakes. And bam. This is not exaggerating at all.
Did that again. That hurt.
Yeah. But when you're in the spirit, do you really feel the pain?
That's what people say. He felt it the next morning.
Yes, he did. But we did have to patch that hole. Yes.
All right.
Sorry.
It's all good. We all good. All right. So we're gonna get back to. I want you to. We haven't done this. We haven't done one of these in a while. You're gonna hear somebody singing. I want y'all to tell me, is there oil here or no?
Okay. Ooh, that's tough.
Everyone was tight.
That was tough.
All right, so for the newer neighbors, we play this game called Oil or No. So instead of stars, like other shows or whatever, this is a Christian show, so we work in oil instead of stars. So on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest, how many oils do you give this sister here singing "Deliver Me"?
And we go. Oils mean there's some type of anointing. Yes. Is that okay?
We can never decide with the oil.
This is a very flexible rating.
Because if we talk about oils, because if you give just pure can she sing, I'm gonna give a solid 4.5.
Okay.
I was thinking exactly that.
But if you're talking oils, and see, this is what we do in gospel. A lot of that was just for show. And so I'm gonna drop her to a 3. But if you're talking ability just to sing, that's a solid 4.5.
Why are you saying this for show?
We do this in gospel. That's what we do.
He always says that.
That's what we do in gospel. Like a lot.
Why can't she just be in the spirit?
Okay, I guess. Okay, this is just from what I'm picking up vocally. Maybe if I had a visual to go with it, but yeah. But I think it was solid. I think it was a solid performance. That was a heck of a thing. I was a woman. I couldn't tell because when she went low, that was range. No, that was range, yo. That was a crazy range.
You knew it was a woman from the beginning. Stop it.
Did you see this season? The Voice. This brother on there has this vocal
with a dress on.
I didn't see anybody.
Oh, we couldn't see the video.
We didn't see a video, dog. We just had an audio.
Yeah, I didn't see the video.
No, there was no video.
Oh,
we were just listening. I thought this was like a new take on audio.
Oh,
my bad. I totally forgot because
I thought it was a new version too. I'm like, okay, I like this version.
I do too because then I feel like you can rate it better.
Yep.
My bad.
And I thought
I got it on the monitor here and in the software over here. Okay. And I forgot to put it in the show.
Yeah. See, I thought it was possible that Dre would be less of a hater if he couldn't, critique the the video with it, but it didn't work. But I was thinking 4.5 oils.
She's tough.
This is clearly a woman. I'm just saying this is Leandria's song. Leandria and
Donna Lawrence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Leandria just sings the mess out of this song because how we have a sense of what she's been through.
Right.
I mean, anytime you've been on a Iyanla Fix My Life,
Yeah, I'll give y'all a little bit of it with the picture and audio.
She sings jazz.
No, I got a couple things. First of all, you said it was for show, and we hadn't even saw it.
You can
That's
hear
what I'm saying. He's a hater. This is proof. This is
ultimate hater.
of his. Yeah,
if you listen to gospel music long enough, you can still hear things vocally.
you're right, Cliff.
Second
That's
of all,
proof.
It's your opinion. You're not right. It's your opinion, but you could be wrong. It's okay.
Second of all, the way she was singing, did y'all see the lack of reaction by the choir behind her? I have been with some directors who would be downright upset if the choir did not have a positive reaction and someone is singing like that. Like, did not go ahead, girl, something, say something, do something. These people just sitting there stone face. This lady singing her face off.
That's the case where people have listened. They're just too used to her gift.
Right.
They're too used to they don't recognize it as a gift anymore. And sometimes we can do that because that's a gift. I think she sings jazz too. I bet she's a nasty jazz vocalist too. Because some of them runs were tough. Because that's tough.
Or maybe they were pre-recording it, like it wasn't actual service because they're socially distant. So maybe they were pre-recording it, and it's hard to get, I think, into the fullness of things sometimes. Because if you're pre-recording, maybe it's the third time they're singing the song or something.
Yo, what's wrong with the neighborhood? There are a couple comments in here. We're not going to do this today. Richard Bullock gave the choir -5 oils. Donna Abdullah says she did all that with one button containing her anointing. And I'm not going to even talk to Mac today because I'm done with him. But yeah, I think she was great. Vocal.
Okay.
She's tough.
I got another one for you.
Can we do the non-verse? I don't want to see it again. Let me just hear it. That was tough. I like that.
This one.
You want to see it?
No, you can see it. No, that's cool. So I will play it. I'll play it first with no video, and then you'll be shocked when I reveal the video.
Okay.
All right. So we'll go no video, and I want you to check out this one. Okay.
All right.
Are y'all ready for the reveal?
Do we want to give rankings?
Give let's hear the pre-video ranking.
Yeah,
One.
she's. I'm gonna go with Tamika. A singular. A
Zero
singular
oils.
oil.
It sucked.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
The person that was just the person who was like, yeah, that was just like a automatic reaction because that part of the song is usually fire, but yeah, no.
Okay. All right. So here is I'll go do the video reveal now. Here we go.
I had a feeling. They didn't even practice that.
All right. So do we have any changes to the rankings, to the scores? No.
I'm taking my oil back. That's my change. He can actually sing though.
Yeah. They just didn't practice the harmonies. Because the lead singer was doing the darndest, but like when they came in on no, it was no. It was no. And I don't know if they practiced that. You know what I would be very interested to hear out of all of this? Given what we see now visually, I want to see who is playing. Because
on instruments.
Yeah. Because they didn't sound bad. They weren't. The dude on the piano was not bad. The organ was not bad. I just want to see what the rest of the ensemble looks
Well,
like.
you can see that there is a Caucasian brother on the drums. When the camera, he's over, you can see him in the drum booth.
They got him in a full booth.
Mm-hmm.
They got him all the way locked up in that booth. Somebody said, but they're dressed in holiness, though. They are full. That sister is fully dressed in holiness on the left.
Neck to ankle.
Yeah, she has to be hot. But yeah. Hey, make a joyful noise unto the Lord.
Yeah. And good on them for expanding their normal
what you gonna say?
I was waiting.
Good on them for going outside of their comfort zone. For the two women, way outside. This man, in the mirror and in the shower, he's full on Shaka, Whitney, Aretha. You best believe it.
Yo, today
I can tell all of that. But the other two, way outside their comfort zone, and that's good.
They was trying it though. Hey man, God bless them. Keep doing what they do.
Yeah, keep trying.
Amen.
Okay. All right, so we're going to play a little bit of One Gotta Go. Shout out to Hard Choices on Twitter. All right, so One Gotta Go. All cakes. Not y'all need y'all to pay attention. Y'all and the neighbors. We're not talking about what's pictured. Read the words. All cakes, all pies, all cookies, or all ice cream. You got to get rid of one.
Pies.
Pies will get the swift kick. We all know ice cream stays. Like that's given.
Brother, as I get older though, my system with the ice cream.
There you go.
No,
it's been getting tough.
It's called Tofutti. You're gonna have to go to Wegmans.
Okay.
Yeah, tofu ice cream.
It's
you
really
won't taste the difference.
Okay, I'm gonna try this out because it's not just me in my house, even though others don't like to admit it. But we're not going to talk about that here.
But everybody knows the next morning. Yeah,
everybody knows. Or within a couple hours. Yeah, I guess it's gonna have to be pies. Yeah.
A lot of neighbors getting rid of ice cream.
Yo, yeah, a lot of lactose intolerant. Yo, put Richard, Pastor Hampton on the screen. Yes, ice cream. A lot of Pastor Hampton says ice cream. A lot of lactose intolerant saints. Yes, and some of y'all. Let's address this real quick. I talked about on here before. If you know that you are intolerant to certain foods and you just walk headlong in those foods and don't do anything to just prepare your body beforehand, a Beano or whatever you got to do, that's selfish. It's selfish. Don't do that. Why we all got to suffer? It's selfish.
Now, if we real, a lot of us have been in church where in the after the afternoon program, they giving out refreshments. The refreshments is either some ice cream, some cake, or some cookies. Right. Not too much, not pies most of the time. A lot of y'all sitting in buildings that were built off of people selling cake.
Yeah.
Who out here trying to get rid of cake?
No, selling cakes with the chicken dinners.
Okay, yeah, we good.
No,
Adam said cake. Nobody, but I'm saying so.
No. You know, black people.
Richard said yogurt. Cake. Yogurt is not an option.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of yogurt.
No, ice cream and the cookies and the cakes. Been holding up y'all churches down through the years.
Ice cream. Here's the thing, though, Dre. There's no way to prepare yourself for certain food experiences.
But
there's no way. I mean, there's no way, especially some of the stuff that people eat. Like, I cannot, for the life of me, figure out why there is not a single Popeyes here, but there's like 5 Taco Bells. Who's eating the Taco Bell?
There's a lot of folk eating.
So, there's no way to prepare yourself for that type of experience. It just does what it does.
It's going to do what it do, baby. It's going to make it do what it do. That's right.
You just have to eat a little bit of ice cream, or
there are. You're right. There are 3 Taco Bells.
There's a lot of Taco Bells for this little town.
You're right.
Because of the population.
That's true. And they make money.
That kind of stuff.
And they renovated those Taco Bells recently and made them bigger. You're right. That's
probably all anti-immigration.
No, because it's cheap.
We're going to do this today.
Because it's cheap.
That's what we're doing today.
Cheap and it's quick. That's why it's in the college town.
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
Popeyes.
Popeyes is not.
Oh, yes, it is. Brother, you give me the $5. Okay, anyway, so you're going to make me sound the fat boy. A student
at the late night is not thinking about, let me go get a 10-piece from Popeyes. They're going to go and get them like the chalupa or whatever they eat at Taco Bell now.
Can you go back one real quick? I want to reverse this question a little bit. Which one has to stay? What's your number one? Oh, see, it takes a little bit different thought.
No, what has to stay? Well,
what's your number one out of those? Thought.
Probably
see?
Ice cream.
Really? See, you one of them farters. You. I know you Putin a lot. I know you.
Probably
Putin.
Ice cream.
Tamika still ain't gave me
because
answers.
if I have ice cream and you take away any of the other ones, I can still always pair that with ice cream.
What's your number one cake?
My number one cake is chocolate cake.
Yeah, I was gonna say chocolate cake, but I like a good caramel cake. Caramel cake.
Okay. You know, yeah, this was the way
there are some cakes that I hate.
Okay, hit me with that.
She gonna say coconut.
German chocolate cake.
See? It's the coconut. It's the coconut.
It's the coconut.
Take the coconut out. And let me say this. I'm gonna put it out there. Red velvet cake is completely overrated. Completely. I don't know why we as a people have decided that is the unofficial cake of black folk.
Because you eating that box red velvet cake.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you have it, there are certain things that's like greens out of the can. You can't just be like, well, this is nasty. Well, yeah, it's not done right. So that's one of those things that has to be done right.
Yeah.
And you can't be like, oh, you can't make it gluten-free and low fat and none of that. You just gotta deal with the calories.
Let me address something real quick. I don't appreciate the slander that carrot cake receives. Carrot cake is my favorite cake. And I just don't understand what's wrong with you all who disrespect carrot cake. I saw some slander in the neighborhood, and carrot cake is a wonderful cake. I just wanted to get that off my chest. All right. Thank you, sir.
No problems with carrot cake.
Thank you.
You're getting arguments over here.
If you maybe y'all make a nice carrot cake and you want to share, hit me in the DMs. We'll talk about it. I'll judge a cake.
Okay.
On air.
All right, my brother. This is your time.
Oh, we early. Okay.
No, it's about the time we used to always.
This is 2021.
Brother,
No,
Cliff is on
the time we used to always.
We try to end on time today. Let me just, and this is it's a couple, just one, two quick things. First of all, this is a purely a fat boy status. I'm gonna get it off my chest. I'm gonna tell you off the top. Hey, I hate you people who are out here messing up ranch dressing. Everybody's out here trying to do special things. Some restaurants trying to give you their own specialty dressing. They try to make their own. This is the house ranch. Don't mess up ranch. And you know what? I should get a refund if you bring your ranch to my house and I got to go into my own Hidden Valley because your ranch is trash. Now, let me say this, though. There are some house ranches out there that are nice. And so if you're doing ranch and you're doing it right, salute to you. If you're not, and you're trying to do too much, if your ranch comes out watery,
right?
If it's flowing too easily, the
you never eat the ranch from the restaurant. You never, in like a to-go situation, you never do that. You always bring out your own ranch, and then they ranch be hot.
I'm not.
I want my ranch to be cool.
Temperature hot.
I wasn't ready for you to say break out your own ranch. Here's the thing.
Always. I
would challenge you just because you're local. Champs Restaurant.
I've been to Champs.
They have ranch there. It has, I've gone in there. I've gotten wings from another spot, and I've gone in there and ordered the size of ranch from there before.
Okay.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's 75 cents a little container. It's okay. Don't worry.
That's a lot.
What was interesting was they didn't have a price on it before I asked. I said, I told them, like, I need three things of ranch, 3 sides of ranch. They said, what? They're like, so you want chicken fingers and ranch? I said, no. I just came for 3 things of ranch. Like, I stood in line for this. And let me tell you what, they had to actually develop a pricing system, like, in front of me. Because they wasn't.
To accommodate.
They didn't know how to
buy. Why don't you just go to the grocery store that's right behind us?
No, their ranch is different. It's different because, and I said, one time I was there, and I was talking to one of the wait. She's like, yes, it is. She's like, I still ranch every day when I leave here from work. She would still take a cup of ranch and pour a container at their house and use the ranch for their house. Anyway, yes, there are certain ranches that are nice. My wife made a good ranch a couple days ago, by the way. That thing is right. But otherwise, don't mess up ranch. Secondly, let me get off this. I hate all you people who don't put your carts back in the grocery lot or in the store lot. All you people who just leaving carts out here. Let me talk about this real quick. Especially you lazy so-and-sos who take the time to put the cart up on the curb or up on the little sidewalk where people are supposed to be walking and or wheeling their wheelchair so they don't have to go out in the middle of traffic. And you decide your lazy behind is too busy to go put the cart back. I saw the cart stand. It was less than 50 feet from where you were standing. There's no reason for that. Don't be that person. Don't be these people. I don't like any of you. I don't like you at all. But
you know what you're dealing with a lot of. You live in a college town. Yeah. And as someone who, didn't have a car my first 3 years in college.
Right.
Carts can be used for all kinds of purposes.
I don't mind. This sounds terrible. I don't mind the people that steal the carts. It's the people that just leave them
but you can't,
in the parking lot.
My thing is this, though, Dre.
Right.
If I or someone in a similar situation to me may have decided to borrow a cart
Right.
When said person is done, they can't just go waltzing all the way back into Target all willy-nilly like they didn't stake it. You gotta just sort of, you gotta roll and dash.
What's actually interesting is here, they the local Walmart and some of the grocery stores actually send workers to the student complexes on a monthly basis.
You can see them all
to go around the parking lots and round up their carts. There are people who get paid to do that, and you'll actually sometimes catch them like walking down the street to bring the carts back to. So yeah, I'm just not. It's just the people that put it and leave it in the lot, and you get in front of people. Somebody got a stroller now. They got to stroll around your car. All you had to do was just take it right, put it right in the little bin. And people, y'all should know how to appropriately return your carts to the bin. There's two different lanes. One lane for carts here, one lane for carts there in each bin. And if
you're talking about the shorty carts.
Yes. You know what I'm talking about. Chris understands. Chris, back me up. Chris can back me up on this. But that's okay. All right, I'm good. I just had to get that off my chest. It's just I had some other stuff. I'm gonna save it till next week. But don't mess up the ranch and don't be a lazy so-and-so and put your cart back. That's all I got for the people.
Now here's my question, Dre.
Yes.
How mad are you? Like, will you go gather a stray cart or two and put it in the stall?
So this is a great question. I have been more careful about doing that since COVID. Because I done took care of my cart and disinfected it. I don't know old COVID cart over here. But this past carts out there that I had to round them up. I had to round them up. And it's something in me that won't just let it be. I am also the person, though, who, when returning their cart to the bay, if I see that people have not aligned things correctly, I will take the time to appropriately organize the return, like the cart return area. That's just so I have a larger issue probably that I need to work through.
So, do you ever go to Sam's Club?
Yes.
Now, what might one do if those? I wonder if you have the same zeal for the cart organization.
Yes, I'm a strong dude. I can move them. I because to be honest, I was actually at Sam's Club when this happened. See, it was this weekend. Yeah, I spent one stop at Walmart and then one stop at Sam's Club. It was the stop at Walmart that put me over the top, though. It was Sam's Club where I rearranged the return bin because they were just out of control.
Well, go star, Dre.
I sound crazy now, so thank you for making me tell my business. Appreciate you.
That's interesting. I don't care. I'm just trying to get out of the grocery store as quickly as possible. I hate grocery shopping in State College.
Okay.
I used to really enjoy it. This town is entirely too small. I am always running into people I know that would like to have conversations with me. And now it's even worse because I'm not that great with names. And so now that their mouths are covered, it's just real interesting. But, we're very conspicuous as like one of the, 3 Black people here. So people are like, Tamika, and I'm like, hello.
That's
and I'm really just trying to like get in and get out. And, I'm just hoping that I didn't cut anybody off in the parking lot who I happen to know. So
what's the etiquette on ducking church folk in the grocery store? Because it's different.
I will tell you.
Okay. Here we go. Let's go.
Okay. So here's the thing about Wegmans. See, you know how Wegmans used to have, the Wegmans here used to have like the hot food, like you could eat in the Wegmans.
Right.
And that, like, the dining area was right behind the wine area.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Well, everybody at my church likes to eat in the dining area at Wegmans. I don't eat in the dining area. I used to like to get my wine at Wegmans. So it was real awkward.
Right.
And then, I'm a professor, so I got to go to the grocery store when I can. That's usually in the middle of the day.
Right.
So that was a little awkward to be sort of double facing with the wine and, walking past someone at church. So that was weird. Thankfully, Wegmans has now relocated
the wine section.
Mm-hmm. And guess what? Okay. Now they let us go through the same lanes as everybody else with our groceries. So we don't even have to go to a separate lane area. It's a beautiful thing. And it's great for ducking, but I have gone to great lengths to avoid people that may or may not go to church with me.
I have definitely avoided people that if they knew I avoided them would actually be upset and address me about it.
Yeah.
And at my size, it's hard to do that. Like, I'm big and black. And so it's like, we know that's Dre, it's you.
Right.
But, I can get real stealthy.
Yeah.
Like when you don't expect it. And so I've been with that. I've been nice with that before.
Yeah, I'll go out of a different door. I'll go into I will circle an aisle. I mean, when I want to avoid people, because I'm naturally usually a people person. So when I want to avoid people, I really need to avoid them. And so it's just, it gets intense. But that's interesting.
Mika, do you have a take for the people?
I don't really have a take. I will say I dropped my kid off at school because he's back in school.
Congratulations.
And there's a lot of people out walking. And I am appreciating this. Big ups to everybody who's out there on New Year's resolutions and all that. And I just want to remind everybody, consistency is better than like a spurt of a crazy thing.
Right.
So if you can just consistently do like one or two things, even if it's just, I'm going to walk for 10 minutes around my block. If you could do that every day, that'll be better than, working out super intense. And then after 3 weeks, it's sayonara. So I just want to remind people about that. Big ups to anybody who is, on some, I need to be healthier. I am on that. I weighed myself for the first time yesterday in months. It was a bad decision.
Okay.
So I am now in that. I'm in Cliff's Lane. I will be hitting up the Panera Bread. I'm trying something different. This is they call it golden milk. This is almond milk warmed with turmeric, cinnamon, ginger, and a little bit of honey and a dash of black pepper. And it's actually really good. So this is like my treat.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm really in this. That number on the scale really scared me.
Okay.
So this is where we're at. I'm literally drinking turmeric at 10 o'clock.
We are going to support you on your journey. Yo, what is turmeric exactly? Because I have heard about turmeric. I know it's a spice, but like everybody has been putting it in their drinks lately. Ginger and turmeric and everything.
It's an anti-inflammatory thing. It helps with like joints and stuff. I don't think I need it for all of that, but it was just a way for me to have something that was a very low calorie thing with some flavor.
Okay. All right. More specifically, my Haitian students, a lot of them telling me about all the turmeric stuff they got going on. But yeah, a lot of stuff happening out there. Yeah. Well, hey, sis, you do you. You do you. Congratulations on starting your journey.
That's right.
And keep pushing. Tell all my people out there who are starting their journeys, let's just remember, depending on how long you may have been off your journey, you can't just necessarily pick back up where you were. That having been said, don't go out here and hurt yourself. Fellas, especially y'all who want to head back to the gym, I'm going to go get this. I'm going to hit the weight room. Hey, man, them weights are going to be a little bit heavier than you may remember. Don't mess your body up. trying to do something you shouldn't be doing. It's okay to go lighter weight and more reps and ease your way back into it, player. Don't hurt yourself in 2021, because guess where you can't go? To the hospital. Because they're not going to let you come in. COVID. So just be.
Yeah,
be
COVID
wise.
messed that up. If you, it was a lady on the news today, it was actually really sad. She needs abdominal surgery. Can't get it. Because they're now prioritizing.
So
if you're
elective surgeries.
Yeah. She looked like she was in a lot of pain though, but she's not going to die. So,
yo, what's Max?
Although, if you are going to die, they're actually telling the EMT, like, don't even bring them in.
I heard that today. They are actually asking
in certain cities.
They're asking EMTs in certain cities to make decisions about whether or not people actually need to come to the hospital. That's scary. So we say all that to say, everybody, please continue to mask up. Please continue to be safe. I know people are hype about the vaccine. That's great. If you're doing it, go out there and get your vaccine. But we are not out of this thing yet. Please be responsible and take care of yourselves. Most definitely. That's all I have. We good, brother. Do you have anything for the people, brother?
All right, so since the neighbor brought it up, we're gonna talk sports for like 1 minute and then we're gonna be done.
Of course I went out.
Huh?
Oh, okay. I'm back. Okay. I faded out for a
He
second.
thought he went out.
Of course I went out.
No. All right, so a lot of y'all know that the Eagles and the Washington football team played this past week, right?
Here we go.
And no. And a lot of Eagles fans, I say y'all talking big talk because as a Giants fans, they think Giants fans are upset that the Eagles lost this game.
Right.
Let me tell y'all something. That as a Giants fan, we're not upset because y'all lost. We upset because y'all coach did the weakest move in the history of coaching. That's why we upset. That's why people are upset because the coach decided close game. I'm just going to change quarterbacks just because I feel like it. Usually, the team knows ahead of time when there's going to be a quarterback change. The coach said I had planned to give. Well, I don't know what the bum's name is. I had planned to give Studfeld. I had planned to give Studfeld the fourth quarter anyway. Usually, when that happens, the coach tells the team that this is going to happen, especially in a game that you don't have to win. Everybody knows it doesn't matter whether you win or lose this game. But the Eagles fans out here ragging on Giants fans saying, "Oh, y'all should have won more than 6 games." It's not about us winning 6 games. It's about your week behind coach. That's what it's about. It's about your week behind coach and his weak moves. That's what people was mad about. Your coach is weak and he's stupid. We should have won more than 6 games. So I ain't even upset. I'm not. If they'd have lost,
you sound fine. Upset.
No, if they'd have lost,
you sound mad.
Really, no, we don't deserve to. You win 6 games, you don't deserve to go to the playoffs. Like, right. No, I'm mad. Period. Like, if that wasn't my team, that was a weak move, and because you take an opportunity away from this young man who was playing quarterback, doing as best as he could with what tools you surrounded him with, making a chicken sandwich out of chicken, you know what,
right?
But doing the best he can, and then you rip the game from him, and then give it to this other dude who just goes out there and just stinks up the joint,
right?
Like because I don't know, is the dude married to your daughter? Are you dating your daughter? I don't know what is going on, coach. But you gave this kid, you put the kid in the game, and it's just Jalen Hurts deserved better than that. That's all I'm saying.
Why is his daughter catching a stray?
I don't know. Because favoritism happens. I mean, true story though. In the workplace, that had happened to me. Like somebody wanted to give somebody else a shot at something that they were not ready for, and the person did not do well.
Right.
Like me and this other person had prepared something. Me and this other woman had prepared something, and my supervisor at the time wanted to give this other gentleman a shot at doing it. He had not prepared. It wasn't his idea. It was our idea. He was presenting on our idea, and he proceeded to bomb.
Just fumble it.
Yes. And wait, was this person dating her?
No.
Somebody relate? Oh, okay.
No.
I thought that was going to be the connection.
No, that was
okay.
It was
connection
it was some leader
give somebody a shot when they don't
giving somebody an opportunity when they don't deserve it because you felt like it.
Which is interesting.
So Eagles fans, y'all could calm down because we just mad at your week behind.
Well, let me just say, on behalf of all Eagles fans, I would just like to say, you big hurt. All y'all big hurt.
I'm not big hurt.
The coach is big hurt. Y'all all Saudi. Come join us out here and at home. Could we all sit down and play?
Your own teammates are big hurt. Your own team.
Yeah, we're going to talk to a few of them about that.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say it in the media. You're not supposed to say, I didn't know what was going on.
Going up to the coach during the game, what are we doing here?
Yeah, we had a couple.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple players that we had to stop from fighting the coach. That's true. It didn't look the best, but it's that type of season. COVID. I blame it all on COVID. That's okay.
Okay.
Shout out to the Bears who are in the playoffs and any Cleveland Browns fans that we have out there. Shout out to you all.
All right, I think we good now.
We good.
Y'all just out here talking big. Eagles fans. Yeah, y'all win one championship, and I think I got something.
Yo, for somebody who's not mad, you got a lot.
Eagles fans. No, I just Eagles. At least I ain't got to hear "Fly Eagles Fly" and "We Them Boys" for a while because y'all home. 2020.
Aren't we all home?
We do this show but y'all obnoxious. The Eagles and Cowboys, y'all just obnoxious. Like y'all
Giants fans aren't obnoxious.
Giant fans are nowhere near as obnoxious as Eagles and Cowboys fans. Nowhere near.
Nobody's as obnoxious as Cowboys fans, except for
Nowhere
Steelers
near.
fans. Steelers fans work my absolute nerves, but that's okay.
All right, we do the show every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on Facebook and as well as YouTube. So if you can't catch us live, we have a good time. If you cannot catch us live, you can always go to turntoyourneighbor.com for all the different ways you can watch us on demand, whether it's through the podcast or Business Bully TV or any other way. We appreciate you for watching. No matter how you watch, we're just happy that you spend some time with us. All right, y'all. We good?
Just a small disclaimer. No matter what our first story was said, we're not necessarily saying y'all should go out there and start your own OnlyFans and start freaking. I just want to put that disclaimer. We ain't
endorsed to start
and just wanted to put that out there real quick.
We don't endorse anything that these people do for the most part.
That's all, bro.
No one. There's absolutely no one who thought we were endorsing OnlyFans.
Nobody did.
Just wanted to make that. I'm good.
Oh goodness. All right, y'all. Happy New Year again to all the neighbors. Hope you have a prosperous new year. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Peace.